You're listening to the Turi Ryder's She Said What podcast. I'm Turi, along with Marci Persky. In this installment, Marci redecorates her bathroom, accidentally. We learn the faux scientific value of a number of products, and a woo-woo practitioner leads a friend of mine down the faux science garden path.
I have a 25-ounce plastic bottle of Avon Skin So Soft oil in my bathroom because we use it for bug repellent.
I was going to say, isn't that the stuff that supposedly repels bugs, but there's no scientific
Yes.
proof that it repels bugs?
Well, it works.
Okay.
At least it works for me. And it smells really good.
Okay.
But, okay, so I wanted to go out and hang out yesterday, and it's been raining. So there's bugs. I don't get close enough to bugs to be able to identify the genus or species or whatever the heck it is of bug. I just know big, small, wide, long. I hate them all universally. So I'm getting out my Skin So Soft. Somehow it got on my hand. When I was opening it.
Is it supposed to get on your hand? I mean, isn't that kind of how you apply it, or do you just like take a shower in it?
No, well, it's a child-proof cap.
Oh, those defeat me every time.
Yeah, and so I'm messing with it, and I'm starting to get kind of mad. So then I really mess with it. I mean, I like pushed down on it so hard
Oh
that
dear.
it actually like felt. I mean, I damaged myself trying to open this bottle. And then all of a sudden the top comes off and the bottle falls onto the floor and it just splashes everywhere.
Oil.
I mean,
oil on the floor. That's
oil on the mirror, oil on the bathtub, oil on the sink, oil on my clothes. I can't weigh myself because the
You'll
scale
slide
is
right
all
off?
oiled up.
Oh.
And so I go and grab my paper towels and start trying to soak it up. And oil doesn't work that way.
What about your ShamWow?
Those are all in use.
Back to the state fair for you, young lady.
I guess so. But yes, my bathroom floor now is finally oiled. I mean, like, you can slide across it.
This sounds
I
like
could play hockey in my bathroom
this
if
does
I
not-
had skates.
So what you're telling me is our next recording session, you will be in
I
a
have
cast.
a full body cast.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, the top just flew off.
Yeah, of course it did.
And yeah, that stuff is just everywhere. And so this was in the afternoon. And my husband gets home at 5.
Please tell me you warned him.
No, he said, "Oh, you smell really good." Because I was just like covered in that stuff. Oh, I didn't tell him.
Oh,
Because, yeah, just.
but he has his own bathroom, so he's in no danger.
Yes, he does.
All right, so he doesn't even have to know until this podcast is out
Right.
that the
And then he's
bathroom-
going to come in and he's going to look at my bathroom floor and you can really tell.
Oh, boy.
Because you can't wash oil.
Well,
Or I'm not gonna.
yeah.
Yeah, nah. But yes, my bathroom smells really good.
And no bugs. There will be no bugs in your bathroom.
No bugs at all.
Well, you've made me think of all the way back to this morning, because we're recording in the evening, with your non-scientific explanation of the Skin So Soft. And I seem to recall that maybe the New York Times, Wirecut, or somebody did a study of whether that actually worked. And I don't remember how that one came out, but I do remember that just about a year or two ago, they did a study of the citronella candle that everybody burns to keep bugs away. Does zero good. And it reminded me, a friend of mine sent me, well, let me back up a little bit. This friend of mine had another friend who I never met but detested because she was always getting in my way.
Okay.
We'll just call her Davita. So Davita is one of these new agey, I can cure your cancer with all my woo-woo stuff. And she's written books, and people who are sick with cancer, even if there's a 3% survival rate, if you're in the 3% and you talk to Davita, you think she had something to do with it. So Davita got in my way initially because my friend was absolutely smitten with how cool she was. She met her at a dinner party and she went on and on about Davita. So already I wasn't too enthusiastic because I don't trust anybody my friend really, really likes because she has terrible, except for me, she has
I was
terrible,
going to say, what about you?
except for me, she has terrible, terrible judgment. I'd say she's about 50%. 50% of the time she gets it completely right. About 50% of the time she's taken with people because they're unusual and they're also often bad news. So Davita was bad news. Like I had to go to a funeral and I needed to fly into the city where my friend lived and I needed to stay on her couch and my friend was out of town and she said, "Oh, you can't use it because Davita is going to be there and she wants privacy." I said, "I'm going to a funeral. I'll just sleep on the couch for a few hours." And my friend said, "No, Davita doesn't want anybody." It just went on like that. Anytime Davita was in the way all the time. And then
Davita must die.
just to prove how woo-woo and hocusy pocusy she was, and I probably shouldn't say this, but Davita decided she didn't want to get old, so she put a plastic bag over her head, and you know what she did.
Whoa.
Involved a firearm. So now my girlfriend is stuck making this big memorial for all Davita's woo-woo friends, none of whom wanted to volunteer, as is frequently the case with woo-woo people.
Right.
Right. So, yeah, it needs to be harmonically aligned with the sun and the moon and the stars and have a certain kind of leaf and a certain kind of candle and a certain. I'm giving my friend these operating instructions. My friend's like, "You want to do that?" My friend is very cool. So I said to my friend, "Look, just get through this memorial service and don't bring home any of these woo-woo people to be your new friends. You've had enough of them. Be done with them now. Just take my advice. Say hasta la vista to the woo-woo crowd." This morning, I get a message from my friend. "Look at the caliber of people who are going to be at this thing. How dare you say they're a woo-woo crowd?" My friend has sent me, and she should really know better. She sent me an advertisement from USA Today about how Davita's friend, Dr. Wizardly Woo, is coming up with a new research study to cure Alzheimer's and dementia. And I read this thing, and basically it's diet and exercise. Come to us, pay us a lot of money, and we'll put you on a special diet and give you a custom-tailored precision, that's their word, precision regime. And then it's an advertisement. I wrote back, I sent the thing back to my friend and said, "Please don't tell me that you are taken in by an advertisement for Davita's woo-woo friend, Dr. Wizardly Woo, who simply gives people exercises and food. Like, wait, are you seriously falling for this? What has happened to your judgment?" And my friend says, "Well, she's a medical doctor and she speaks all over the place." And I'm like, all kinds of people speak all over the place. All the wizardly woo-woo people speak all over the place. And furthermore, we've got a certain vaccine denier in a certain capital of a certain country who also has a bunch of woo-woo stuff like rubbing grizzly bear fat all over yourself or whatever the heck it is that he does. And it's not a political show. It's just not.
I know. I'm laughing silently.
But we do believe in science around here. We really do.
Yes.
And my friend says, "Well, she's a medical doctor." And then I got to invoke my favorite story of how people can just lose their minds for no good reason. I said, "Linus Pauling got a Nobel Prize. I think he got 2 Nobel Prizes and did cutting edge work in chemistry and hemoglobin research. And then he went completely off the track and spent years trying to prove that vitamin C cures everything." So there's no guarantee. You get a medical degree. That does not guarantee your sanity.
No,
it just means you've gone through medical school and you passed a bunch of tests and maybe you know something and you're going to know more if you practice. But there is no guarantee that you won't just fall completely off the track and start doing things like laying sea kelp on people's open oozing sores.
Putting roadkill in your freezer.
Yeah, you just don't know what will happen to people. And there's no weeding out the nut jobs just because they happen to have a particular kind of college degree. What is wrong with you?
I have a really quick question here.
So that's what I have to say about the skin-tastic. Show me the science. Show me the science. Yes.
Davita's funeral Did they play Inagata Davida?
Oh, I made up the name.
Oh, it would
Remember?
have been so perfect.
Yeah, no, it would
It
have
was the
been.
longest. Go to the bathroom, go outside, have a cigarette, have a drink,
Anyone who's
have
worked
a
in
swim,
radio,
whatever
yes.
song.
Free
I,
Bird,
yeah,
Inagata Davida. These are the bathroom songs for
yeah,
stations where you actually had to play the records. If you
yep,
needed to
yep.
use the bathroom, there were certain bathroom songs. In fact, I think there's something about it in my book about the
Yeah,
bathroom
there
songs.
is.
Yeah.
To sum it up,
Yes.
Skin So Soft works as long as you get it on your skin. On the floor, it doesn't do so much. But I mean, I've been using it for years and years and years.
Did you
And
ask Jeeves if it really works?
I probably just have nasty blood and they don't want to be around me, but it works for me, so therefore it works.
Uh-huh.
There you
Well,
go.
you can go see Dr. Wizardly Woo's Cretan treatment for dementia. Here's the scary part. My girlfriend ought to know better. She ought to know better. She
I
does
don't
know
know. I
better.
think people are right now living on the edge. Just more rock and roll reference, but they really are. They're looking for anything. And I say it's Skin So Soft.
All these people, they all make a mint. They publish books. They have clinics.
I used to watch, I'm going to whisper this name. I I used to watch Dr. Oz.
No.
Yeah, I did, because it was so funny and out there and just, it was very woo-woo. He's very woo-woo. And now he's like, well, you're on Medicare too. He's our Medicare guy. He keeps sending me emails.
In China, they drink lizard wine.
We have lizards everywhere.
Well,
That's just gross. They gave us COVID. So
no,
that's all
no,
I have to say
no.
about China.
Those were pangolins who gave you COVID. Maybe. We don't know. Because
No,
the
we don't know.
show is not political. Yeah, we don't know. But we really don't know. And you feel like you're in the minority saying, where are the data? Where is the study? Where
are the brains?
No, well, you can be very smart and completely out to lunch.
If I lived in a country where they just killed people or put them in jail for asking questions,
Yeah.
I would have probably lived to be 2. When I always asked why. We have a 2-year-old why baby right now. And everything you say to him, he's like, why?
Well,
why not? Why? Why not?
You need to use my father's prescription for this. You ready?
Yeah.
Why do you think?
He doesn't have that many words yet.
Yeah, but it'll stun him for a while.
But no, I think it's good that he asks questions.
Yeah, it is.
Because too many people don't.
And you'll be showing him how much you value questions by asking him one right back.
And he'll say back to me, blah, 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 blah.
That's a fair answer when you're 2.
Yep.
That's fair.
Yep.
Makes about as much sense as Dr. Wizardly Woo and Davida, the nut job nutrition.
Woo.
I have no patience for these people at all. And yeah, well, I'm going to stop right there because otherwise the show will get political and we're not.
Yeah, don't get political.
Not doing a political show.
I'll tell you something stupid, not political, that I did this morning.
Okay.
I needed to kill a bunch of time.
Uh-huh.
Just because, well, I didn't want to do anything. So I laid out on my deck with the dog and just like did random things with my phone.
Uh-huh.
Like asked it random questions and just, I don't know, I was just goofing around. And asked it if Frankie and I are compatible according to astronomy.
Astronomy or astrology?
No, astrology. Sorry.
Jeez, Pete. Yes. Get your
Astrology.
woo-woo stuff
The
in
woo-woo
order.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Yes, this is woo-woo. And it said that we are polar opposites. We can't even be friends, and to stay away as far as I can from all Frankie Sagittariuses. And I'm like, maybe that's why my sister used to beat me up on the regular, because she was a Sagittarius. But Frankie and I mean, we're coming up on 20 years.
Well, see, this is what happens when you go with the woo-woo stuff. This is usually the part where we thank you and I suggest you buy my book, She Said What? A Life on the Air. But we have decided that at least one of you deserves some sort of prize for listening. I have no idea exactly what it will be, but it will feature the words Captain Oblivious on it. And all you have to do to win is send an email to Turi@shebopsproductions.com with a short description of whatever your partner or friend or boss or somebody who ought to be paying attention failed to notice, and your mailing address. Marci and I will pick out the best one, and that will be the winner. You have until August 31st, 2026 to enter, and you have to live in the USA because I don't send things over borders. Good luck.